me. If I do a song with you, that's a luxury. Hit boy, work with you, that's a luxury. Don't step on my Crocs, D's. Fresh out the bay, the game.
In the only building this franchise has ever known. We're at the home of the Texans. Welcome to NRG Stadium in Houston. Kaimi Fairbairn ready to get this one going. And away we go from NRG Stadium. He'll bring it out from the middle of the end zone. Declines the touchback, Brock, and then he can pay in a big way. He's tackled before he can get to the 20. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Straight to the air here, it's Young. Escapes out to the left. Now here he goes. And he's brought down. They're spotting this one right at the 20. Offense up to the line fast. Out of the gun, Young. Cops, this is Xavier Leggett. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Shotgun snap now to Young. Catch made by Chuba Hubbard. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. Young working from the gun. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. So it's 2nd down coming up. Got the one-on-one they wanted, Brock, on that slant, but just not enough to get the completion.
Yeah, you got to create separation. We all love the slant route. It could be super effective, but you got to beat press. You got to beat jam. You got to beat off man, and you got to create separation so there's not that bang-bang impact to knock the ball loose like that.
On 3rd down, it's Young. Taking a big shot for the end zone. And he drops it in the end zone. The look was there on 3rd down, but instead it's incomplete.
With how hard it is to get an open look downfield, can't let the coverage off the hook with the drop. Saw open space, started running before he was able to watch the ball into his hands.
Offense still staying out after the incompletion. They're going to try on 4th. They're going for it, Young. And that one's going to be knocked away, and that's going to force a change in possession. So this one will not get it done. They're going to turn this over on downs.
The quarterback's so worried about challenging the DBs in coverage, he didn't keep an eye on the lineman in front of him. He threw it right towards him, and it was easy to get a pop and swat away a potential 1st down.
Running for the first time with Joe Mixon. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
On target to his back, Joe Mixon. And he's tackled for a short gain.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And the Texans are going to have a first down. Shotgun now, first round. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Collins there to grab it. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop. Offense in the hurry up here. Throwing now, 3rd and 2. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Space on the right. He's got room. And he makes the Heps go. It's a touchdown on the pick six. Wow, talk about aggressive coverage, Brock, to have somebody in position for a pick behind the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, this quarterback is never going to take that short pass for granted again. That is usually one you do in your sleep. He's just now going to be restless in his sleep thinking about it.
And the Panthers lining up for a 2-point try. They want to run it across. And he'll get in. That gives him an 8-0 lead. All right, partner, it's only one extra point on the scoreboard, but come on, if you're the team who just turned it over, how much worse is it seeing them add on 2 there instead of just the extra point?
Oh, it stings. I don't think there's any question about it because not only do you not execute offensively, your defense doesn't do it either. So you kind of just smack them both right in the face, and yeah, that one hurts a little bit more.
Chance here for one final play before the end of the quarter. Fresh off the pick, here's Stroud. He's got him, that's Mixon. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. We will not get another play in here. That's going to do it for quarter number 1. Neither side separating much so far. We'll make our return to NRG Stadium after this. Welcome back. We'll begin the second quarter with the Texans in possession. They have it on 2nd and short. Out of the shotgun, a give to Mixon. And he'll get them enough for a first down. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Stroud throwing here on first. Throwing quickly, but it's incomplete.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down. Nico Collins, the intended target. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released.
Free up the middle. It's a breakaway. Bucks free in the center of the field. He goes the distance. Touchdown, Houston. The Texans start to fight back with their first points of this game. Nico Collins with the touchdown. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just gotta ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you gotta win right from the jump. And you gotta protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up, and you can find pay dirt.
That one right down the middle. And the Texans could have gone for 2 in the tie, but they choose to trail by 1. Things trim back down to a single point, Brock, as they send this off and away. Velus Jones now on the return. Good looking return here, and he's got room. And he's out of bounds at the 45-yard line. They'll take that every time. Great field position to begin this drive.
When you get contributions like that out of your kickoff returner, it is such a boost to an offense. This is about showing no fear, hitting the lane hard, a determined run back, and setting your offense up with great field position.
And he's going to get stopped right around the 45-yard line. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. On second down, it's Hubbard. And he's brought down for a loss. Working quickly here. Third down run by Hubbard. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
Win the early battle. Get a little leverage. Low man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that first down right there.
First down, and they go right back to it. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss. We've hit the 2-minute warning now at NRG. The Panthers looking to add to their advantage. All right, here we go. Second down. It's Hubbard off the option. This is ahead for about 5. Will Anderson Jr. in on the stop. Offense up to the line fast. To the air, third and long. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. Fourth down coming up.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Fourth down, Young. Throwing deep for the end zone. And it's going to be incomplete. Couldn't connect to extend the drive. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense.
Hey, I am all for aggression. You get 4 downs, go for it. But I do have to wonder here, Kate, after being denied once again, is there going to be a trust level on that sidelines to go for it the next time they get this shot? On the quick, right?
Here's Stroud on 1st and 10. Fits it through the middle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. First down, Stroud. Escapes the pocket. He can run it.
Well, you don't get the first down, but I'll tell you this, Kate, that drives the defense and the defensive coordinator nuts. They do everything right, they win, and yet still QB makes something out of nothing.
Second down now, 7 to go. From the gun, Stroud. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. And the Panthers are stopped on the return just shy of their own 35.
Well, that's now 2, Kate, that they've gotten him for picks in this game, and he's got to be careful, right? You've got to protect the football. It is the greatest treasure you have as an offense, and this defense, well, they've got 2 in their pocket, and you know they're going to be going after number 3.
It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Here's Young on 1st and 10. Forced out to his right. He tucks it and takes off. And he's able to move it past the 45 before going out. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
That's one of those occasions when you're sitting in the pocket and you're just looking for that escape valve. And then when you get it, you get space to run, and you get a first down. That's a big bonus for the quarterback.
They motion the tight end over. To the air on first down, Young. Throw is there for Jatavion Sanders. And he's able to get this to the 32 before going down. Offense in the hurry up here. Young on first and 10. That one's going to fall incomplete. No luck there. Just 11 seconds remaining.
Defender's not going to be thrilled the catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
On second and 10, Young. And that's incomplete, and it also stops the clock with just 5 seconds left.
Yeah, in this game, you just can't make it harder than it needs to be. Just get the catch first. Guarantee your yards, and then worry about escaping defenders after the catch.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down. They've got a man in motion. Sticking to the air, it's Young. Throwing deep towards the end zone. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Kamari Lassiter with the pick. And the Texans do not get the return all the way back. That's going to bring us to the end of our first half. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate, Scott, Brock Eward with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us. Now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff. Returnable from the 2. And he doesn't make it far at all. They bottle up that return immediately.
Well, that's a case of either overthinking things or somehow not thinking enough on that kickoff return. You got to think the 20-yard line is worst case. Instead, the coverage team sticks him with a really long field ahead.
Has his man. It's Mixon. Racing up the left sideline. Makes the 15. Touchdown, Houston. The Texans take the lead right away in half number 2. It's a Joe Mixon touchdown. Well, that right there, Brock, is saving all of your guys a whole lot of work. I see 10 dudes breathing easy out there, and only one of them out of breath, and he's the one holding that football in the end zone.
Are you sure about that? Because you know what I love about these moments?
What?
I love especially going back and watching them on tape and watching the big guys. Watching all those O-linemen. Certainly some are going to walk, some are going to wave, but eventually some will make their way 90 yards downfield to celebrate that one as well. Because you're right, it was one heck of a show.
Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. This drive will begin with Hubbard. And he sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door, bigger gap in the future.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Complete to Tremble. And they'll manage to contain him after about a 6-yard pickup. Kamari Lassiter getting up there to make the stop. The rookie from Georgia in on that tackle.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
Here's a give to Hubbard. Juke the defender. They get 22 on that one. And it'll give the Panthers a first down.
Those unsung heroes, those big guys up front on the O-line, well, let's give them a little love right here, Kate. They don't always get the attention they deserve on broadcast, but let me tell you, they played a huge role in that big old run.
A tight end in motion now. From the pistol, it's Young. Rolling left, buying some time. The Texans close it in, and they will get him. And they'll try to build on that big stop. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Here's Hubbard on the give. And he breaks even, but that's it. Brought down at that line of scrimmage. Christian Harris on the stop. No gain on the play, and they still need 10 now on third down.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just times you got to run in the darkness. And when linebackers fill that hole like that right in the middle of the field, he ran right into the darkness and the pain of that linebacker.
Third and long for him here. He's on the move. Catch is made down the right sideline. And he gets this forward to the 19. It's a 21-yard gain. And that'll be good for a Carolina first. And he'll have a short pickup down to the 17. He puts together a gain of 2, and we are at the end of our third quarter. Just 1 quarter remaining in this one. The Panthers have it to start, coming in trailing on the scoreboard. Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Hubbard again. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. He's back to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up fourth down.
Kate, I've seen a one-step drop. I've seen a 3, a 5, a 7. Some of the boots and play actions get more depth, but a 20-step drop? That's not going to cut it. Except for this defense, it just adds a whole bunch of negative yards to that play.
Here he goes. Got to have this on fourth down. And it falls incomplete. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense. First and 10 now from the 30. They'll begin with a run by Mixon. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Still going inside the 35. And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain. Here's Stroud now. Pass caught by Mixon. With some fancy footwork there for the touchdown. The Texans take an 11-point lead as they try to push this one out of reach. It's a Joe Mixon touchdown, his second scoring catch of the game. Fairbairn now for the PAT. Well, looks like the defense jumps just before the snap there. All right, so with the penalty, a chance to go for 2 from the 1, or they could elect to try a shorter kick. Getting another shot at 2 here.
The Texans will line up for the 2-point conversion.
He's throwing for it. And he has it inside the end zone. That's going to add 2 to their lead here late. The penalty gives them a little bit of an assist, and then they cash in easily for 2.
If they're going to stick you on the 1-yard line, you better be able to get it every single time. An unforced error defensively that the offense absolutely capitalizes on.
Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. On the return, here's Jones. And he's out of bounds up across the 25.
The Panthers take over first and 10. Their own 26-yard.
Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Shotgun snap now to Young. Toward the sideline, and he's got Leggett. And they'll be at midfield here as he gets out of bounds. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the first down. Running back sent in motion. Out of the gun, Young. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. Picked off by Derek Stingley Jr. And forget the turnover, Brock. They take it back for a late touchdown. You get a pick six. You get a pick six. These defenses, Brock, wow, they have competed. Seeing who ends up with the best highlight of the game, huh?
A highlight? You're going to call a pick six and multiple highlight, Kate?
No, even if it's your defense doing it, come on, B-Rock.
No highlight for a quarterback.
So the Texans going to run it back, try for another 2-point conversion. Shotgun now for Stroud. And the conversion is no good as that pass falls incomplete. Oh, I love seeing this, Brock. They got surprised with the pick six, but they made absolutely sure there would not be another 2 added on.
Yeah, kind of the epitome of sudden change, especially on such short notice. Not a lot of time to get prepped on that sideline and get out there to defend the 2-point play, but they did their job and limited the damage that came from that interception.
First and 10 now from the 30. Young back to it after the pick. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Picked off by Derek Stingley Jr.
You know, Kate, once you've thrown a couple picks, it's easy to become check down Charlie. Right? Just throw it underneath and not take any more risk because you don't want to throw what he just did, his 3rd interception of the game. It's time to protect the football at all costs. And if not, Well, that backup better get ready.
Oh, look at this. He's setting up to throw. Collins there to grab it. And he's able to get this down to the 36.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Wow, they're going to pass it here. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down.
That's good for Houston.
Working inside the red zone. Touchdown, Houston. So an exclamation point there. That caps off what, and I think you'd agree, Brock, has been a dominating.
Credit where it's due. This offense has been outstanding throughout.
The Texan offense out now for another two-point opportunity.
Will line up for the 2-point conversion.
To the air yet again, it's Stroud. And he can't bring it in. They don't get the 2 points. Well, they don't get it, but just the choice to go for it there, Brock, as I'm looking to my right, seeing a partner kind of fuming, a little steam coming out of the head. I'm sure you and many others maybe aren't a fan of that call.
I don't feel like I'm that old. I really don't.
You don't look that old.
Well, thank you. But yeah, this still just gets me, and I know many others every single time.
1st and 10 now from the 30. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. They haven't found it easy to score in this one, Brock, and physicality just like that, a big reason why.
And it usually is, Kate. I love defensive coordinators when they say, hey, it's not just what you see, it's what you hear. And you could hear the physicality of that knocking the ball loose. With all due respect to some of the great linebackers back in the day, to play the position today, man, you've got to be versatile. You can't just be a come up and stuff the run. You got to play coverage. And these defenses more and more rely on you to break up throws just like that.
On 3rd down, it's Young. That's caught for the first. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Young working from the gun. It's caught. That's Thielen. And he's stopped at the 31-yard line. Now Carolina's going to take a timeout. That's its 2nd. Still one more in their pocket to use. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1.
Here we go, set. Drive through. You don't blue. Ready?
From the 31. Outright, Leggett makes the ground. And he's brought down at the 17-yard line. The timeout's taken now as we have 1, possibly 2 snaps remaining in this ball game.
I'm sure, Coach, the play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Here we go. Here we go. Right, black shot. Left, red.
To the air on 1st down. Young. Flush down now to his left. He's going to keep it this time. And he goes out approaching that 10-yard line.
Well, the QB made something happen and got some yardage when the play didn't develop right. And even got himself out of bounds to avoid a hit. The only negative at all is he couldn't quite get the first down.
One final shot here. Rolling out to his left. And there's our last-in image of this game. It's intercepted! And the Texans see the return go out of bounds. And that is how this game's going to end. So it's the Texans who defend their building and take the win. And save for a few moments in that opening quarter, Brock, they pitched a shutout defensively that in the end was the impetus for the victory. They're going to be bummed not to have that goose egg on the board at the end of this one, no doubt, but a performance to be lauded nonetheless. So for my partner, Brock Heward, and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott, saying this has been the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody. It's a win for the Texans, as we'll see you next time from Houston.